Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to our layout here in our basement. We do HO scale, mostly UP equipment, and you got my son over there, Cameron. Hi, say hi, Cam. He helps me operate, and he has his own train on here too. So we'll take you around our layout, and you'll see some parts are finished, some parts are still work in progress, as with most mounted railroads. But I hope you enjoy our little tour. So first we'll start out over here. This is our going to be our power plant. So we have a rotary dumper, which I just got assembled this year. Plan on painting that yet, and then putting in the track and finishing that out. There you'll see Cam's daylight. I must have trained him wrong in like Southern Pacific for some weird reason, but that's all right. So first off, we'll come here. We'll start at the edge of downtown. We have a fire scene here. Give you a look downtown. We have operating stoplights on 2 intersections. And over here at the church, we have a wedding going on as the bride and groom process out. Most of the buildings on this layout are named after friends of mine. So my friend Cody, his last name is Johnson, so we named this packing plant after him. And here you'll see our operating crossing lights and crossing gates as well. This area is still a little bit of work in progress. Got to put in some street lights. This business is named after my friend Brian. And Cam wanted to make sure that you saw Fred on the back of the train there. We live up here in Charles City, so of course you might see a couple Hart Power and a couple Oliver tractors on the layout. This is JT Surplus. That's named after my wife and I. That's another one of my passions is military collecting, so go figure we have that on the layout as well. My friend Nathan recently got into 3D printing and resin printing. That M1 Abrams tank, we have another 20 of those. So someday we hope to make a DoD train and be full Abrams.
What's DoD?
Department of Defense. That's what DoD is. This is named after one of my friends, Nick Smith. He's big into guns, was in the Marine Corps, so we named this business after him. As you can see, they get ship out firearms by the trainload. Any of the Iowa Staters out there recognize this instantly. This is the Iowa State Campanile. Not quite HO scale, but it's pretty darn close. If you look really close, you'll see a couple kissing under the Campanile as well. And then on the hour, this will play the regular clock on the hour, do the chimes, and also play at noon and midnight. We'll play the Iowa State fight song. Oh, there you go. And it's 10:30. We come over here. One of my friends works for Vestas, which is a wind energy company. He got me this model. It's a little undersized for what we're doing. Thanks for the whistle, Cam. But I modified it so that it operates. That's the goal eventually on this layout, is to have lots of buttons and things that kids can push, keep their interest going. This is my oil transfer facility. This is named after my friend Brad. This is the Thomas Oil Company. I haven't changed the name on this yet. I just got this kit built as is. I cut the back off and reused the side over here. Haven't figured out what to name it yet, but we'll get there eventually. If you most all the street signs, they're on the layout. See if I can focus on that one. Those are all ones I've made myself. Basically, just using stock photos, printing them off, cutting them out, and gluing them to styrene strips. It's another part of the packing house. Over here we have a parking lot that leads to the Lighthouse and the swimming beach. Look closely, people are buying hot dogs at the hot dog stand. See, there we go. We made sure to put a guy in there and light that as well. Check out the beach here. We have some people that snuck in without bathing suits on, and also this kid over here stole that lady's top. And if you look closely at the porta potty by the or the outhouse by the lighthouse, you can see the man in there reading his newspaper. Here's our lighted lighthouse. If we move on, over here we have the starts of a park. Over there's going to be a sand volleyball court in the corner.
Showing inside of the cave, I think they like it.
I don't know if I can get down low enough. It's getting a little tough with this camera. But there's actually a wedding party going on there inside of there. There's an older couple back there embracing. But also too, if you want to go for a hike, there's a man going for a hike. Gonna go down in the cave, but there's always interesting characters laying around this layout. And also up here on top, the small pond, there's a couple skinny dipping. I always joke with my friend Cody that they're Jeep people, so I said that's them up there. Here's an overpass leading over top of the double track main. And also over here, we have an excavation site. As always, someone's not doing work. We move over here, there's a bridge gapping across the mountains into a small tunnel. Cam wanted to make sure you saw the four-wheeler up top. And also, you look closer around too, there's critters all over. There's a deer standing here in the trees.
And then there's two of them back here.
Yep, there's two other deer down here in the trees. If you haven't noticed by now, this is a modular layout. Basically, it's somewhat to NMRA standards, so I could hook up to other ones, but parts of it don't actually meet the standards. Basically, this has been a progress. It's been a learning progress for me for the last basically 15 years. So you'll look at parts of it and you'll see a lot better work than others. Usually the better work's newer, and the work I don't consider as nice is usually the older work.
And there's some tractors right there.
Yep. And again, there's some Oliver tractors popping up at the farm place here.
And then we got people drilling the ground.
And if you look on the double track main here, actually leads in. We have a spur track coming off. It actually leads into a tunnel, which that actually leads back into our center section, which I'll show you in a little bit. That's how we get trains out of the center and kind of our pseudo staging yard and out into the main line.
Without even using our hands.
That's right, without using our hands. That's right. And a lot of these buildings here were provided by Carol. Go figure. Thanks for my delinquency, Carol. And this area here is still a little bit work in progress. Kind of used cars here. Here we have the station.
And then we got a station here.
We got a station right there. Yep. And slowly been working on the downtown area here. This area needs a little bit more finishing, but we'll get there.
And then we got more operating traffic lights here.
Yep, we have more operating traffic lights. There's people roller skating. We have a chain gang. We have a gas station.
And then we have our junkyard.
Yep, our junkyard.
And we have our dock over there.
Yep. Get a little view down the main street here. You can see our traffic lights in operation.
Should we show them the half deuce?
There's our traffic lights operating. Come over here. This area is still pretty infant yet, but this is our ore dock. So we're gonna have ore trains and eventually have an ore ship. Thanks again to Carol for this kit. This was a Walther's kit that we customized into the Edna G that most of you might know from Two Harbors up in Minnesota. It's turned out really well. I'm happy with it. Added lights inside, added a minor interior.
And there's a guy in there. Actually,
That's the
two. Actually,
that'll be your tug captain. We got the clearance lights on each side too. So.
And we have a lifeboat over here on the side.
Yep, and there's a lifeboat, I guess. Alright. So that's kind of a look at the ore dock scene.
We're gonna take you over to our other crossing.
Yep. Here's your other operating crossing.
And we got a ton deuce back there.
Yeah, there's a deuce. Cam's really enjoys our military collecting too, so there's a deuce back there. If you look closely, some of these buildings do have interiors, not all of them. This one, it's kind of hard to see, but this is the Charles City Laundromat. If you look inside, there's washing machines and dryers on the back wall.
And then, thanks, Carol, we got her shop.
Yeah, and part of our tour can't be complete without a stop at Caboose Stop Hobbies. You see there's trains in the window. And also, for some of you out there, hope you aren't offended, this is the booby trap. If you take a guess what that is inside there, I think most of you got it figured out. Red lights and all.
And then we have a lit up clock.
Yeah, there's a lit up clock downtown. Yeah. There's a guy being arrested for who knows what. Also too, this is a, it's gonna be a little tough to see, but this is a grocery store. You can kind of see, yeah, you can kind of see down inside there.
It's a hotel grocery store.
Yeah, it looks like a hotel grocery store, yes.
Yeah.
There's a grocery store with interior in that as well.
And then we have our fire station over here.
Yeah, there's our fire station, which they're already responding to a fire. Alright, so now I think we'll take you, this has been around the outside. The layout will take you down underneath so you can go see inside.
And then we actually have our house on fire.
Yep, we already showed them that, Cam.
Okay.
Go underneath. Alright. So underneath in the center we got our workbench. As you can see. And then this is our center section, which has basically like storage and staging. And you can see a little bit of Cam stuff in here too. We have some Thomas stuff. We also have some stuff they can play with as well.
We got cars and buses
And if we look over here, this is that tunnel I showed you from the outside. This is how we access staging. It's through that tunnel portal right there.
and then we got an electric water tower over here.
Yeah, Cam's pretty proud of his water tower. Thank you, Carol, for that as well.
Let's move out.
All right. And a few other things. Projects this year. What number is that one, Cam?
And
6789.
and we got our snow plow here.
Our rotary snowplow.
Yeah.
That was a project this winter.
And
Just got
our blade spins.
Yep. So this is a project this winter. Worked on this. It was a powered, but we put DCC in it, got a light in it, and also made it so that the rotary blades will spin as well. And that's set up on the throttle, so you can run whatever speed you want to run. That used to be. Some people are gonna hate me, but it used to be Milwaukee Road. But now we kind of converted it to make it our own for UP. And you can see we have this computer in the corner that runs our JMRI, which we can run. We don't have any signals at this point, but that's something I like to do someday. It also has a roster of all of our units in it.
And that helps us transport new trains to make them work.
Yep, that's where we work on our trains to make them speed match. They all run the same. That's correct. So, and of course, you see the sea of yellow. A lot of UP, of course. Thank Carol for a vast majority of this, especially that big blow turbine there in the back. Other than that, we have a bunch of SD90 Max. We have AC4400s, C44. The newer Gevos, we have a whole bunch of stuff. SD70Ms, we have AC6000s, another turbine, UP Big Boy, UP Challenger, we have a UP Mikado,
And we got
Mountain unit, and a Northern unit down here.
I don't know if you can see him back there, but he's right behind.
Yep, he's hiding back there. Yep. And also Jeep 20s, we got SD40-2s, Jeep 30s, Jeep 38s, Jeep 60s. Pretty much the whole Heritage fleet, just missing the Rio Grande unit at this point. E9 units up there, E7s in Proto 2000, E6s, Everett. Oh, yeah, we're just kind of crazy here. So, but we enjoy it, so, and the kids like it too, so why not?
We enjoy all these.
Yep. And we got all of our cabooses over here.
And then we got our switch yard.
Yep. Right. And this, of course, the walls are painted in UP as well. So why not?
And as you know, this was a transporting yard and it's a switch yard.
Yep, we use this for a switch yard too, don't we, bud? So that kind of gives you an idea of what we do, I guess. Oh, and here's some of Cam's art that he did in preschool for me. So, if you can't tell, that's the SP Daylight GS4. And there he goes again. So again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming with us today for a little tour of our layout. If you have any questions, you can probably leave them there. I'll try to see if I can find them back and respond to them if you want. So, hopefully this is a good tour for you, and have a good day.